Hi everyone, welcome to your English lesson today. We're doing something different because it's book week this week. We're going to look at Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. Okay, now I'm sure a lot of you have read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or seen the film, but here's a short summary. It just sums up what it's about. Hopefully this records because this is my second time doing this. Charlie Bucket lives in the outskirts of town with his poverty-stricken family, his parents and all four grandparents. Each day on his way to school, Charlie passes the best and biggest chocolate factory in the world, run by the secretive Willy Wonka. When Charlie's father loses his job, things go from bad to worse. Grandpa Joe tells Charlie that in the past, competitors stole Wonka's candy-making secrets and the factory shut down. Later, the factory resumed production, but no one was ever seen entering or leaving. One day, Wonka announces that he has hidden golden tickets in 5 Wonka chocolate bars with the prize of a tour of the factory and a lifetime supply of Wonka products for each child who finds a ticket. Wonka mania encircles the globe, and one by one, 4 of the tickets are found. Charlie finds money sticking out of a snowbank and buys himself 2 Wonka chocolate bars. The second contains the last golden ticket. The 5 children are greeted outside the factory by the eccentric visionary Willy Wonka. The inside of the chocolate factory is magical, and the workers are revealed to be the tiny, cacao-loving Oompa Loompas rescued from Loompaland by Wonka. As the tour progresses, 4 of the children, too self-centred to follow the rules, suffer bizarre and often painful consequences. In the chocolate room, the gluttonous Augustus Gloop falls into the river of chocolate and is sucked into a glass pipe, carrying the liquid chocolate to be made into fudge. The gum-obsessed Violet Beauregard steals a piece of experimental chewing gum which turns her into a blueberry. The extremely spoilt Veruca Salt tries to seize a trained squirrel to have for herself, but the squirrel's identify her as a bad nut and toss her down a garbage chute. Mike TV inserts himself into an experiment on sending candy bars through television and is shrunk to pocket size. The Oompa Loompas regularly break into moralising songs to comment on the children's misbehaviour. At last, Wonka tells Charlie that because of his respectful behaviour, he's been given the chocolate factory. Wowee. Okay, this is an extract from chapter 2, and it's just telling us a bit about Willy Wonka's background through Charlie's family. "Oh, what a man he is, this Mr. Willy Wonka," cried Grandpa Joe. "Did you know, for example, that he has himself invented more than 200 new kinds of chocolate bars, each with a different centre, each far sweeter and creamier and more delicious than anything the other chocolate factories can make?" "Perfectly true," cried Grandma Josephine, "and he sends them to all the 4 corners of the earth. Isn't that so, Grandpa Joe?" "It is, my dear, it is, and to all the kings and presidents of the world as well. But it isn't only chocolate bars that he makes. Oh dear me, no, he has some really fantastic inventions up his sleeve, Mr. Willy Wonka has. Did you know that he has invented a way of making chocolate ice cream so that it stays cold for hours and hours without being in the refrigerator? You can even leave it lying in the sun all morning on a hot day and it won't go runny." "But that's impossible," said little Charlie, staring at his grandfather. "Of course it's impossible," cried Grandpa Joe. "It's completely absurd. But Mr. Willy Wonka has done it." "Quite right," the others agreed, nodding their heads. "Mr. Wonka has done it. And then again," Grandpa Joe went on, speaking very slowly, now so that Charlie wouldn't miss a word, "Mr. Willy Wonka can make marshmallows that taste of violets and rich caramels that change colour every 10 seconds as you suck them, and little feathery sweets that melt away deliciously the moment you put them between your lips. He can make chewing gum that never loses its taste, and sugar balloons that you can blow up to enormous sizes before you pop them with a pin and gobble them up. And by a most secret method. He can make lovely bluebird's eggs with black spots on them. And when you put one of these in your mouth, it gradually gets smaller and smaller until suddenly there is nothing left except a tiny little pink sugary baby bird sitting on the tip of your tongue. So there we go, fantastic. Willy Wonka, that's for sure. And we're going to look at chocolate bars today. And the first few that I've got up here, it has got bars packaged to attract male gender. Now, gender just means, are you female? What gender are you, female or male? That's what someone will say. Well, what gender are they? Male, female. And that's all it means. But this, years ago, they did used to do chocolate bars to attract different genders. So this one's for the males, like Yorkie bar was directly packaged to, especially for a man. And you have, I think I haven't got one on here, but a Lion bar would be the same. You had Boost, 12 bar, Snickers. Well, Snickers and Marathon actually, that one and that one. Snickers used to be called Marathon, and then they changed its name to Snickers. They try and reinvent them sometimes, just give them another name to see if they'll sell better. That's what I think anyway, because I don't know why otherwise they would have changed that. But I used to buy them years ago as a Marathon bar. So these are designed and packaged to attract the male originally. And the next set were packaged to attract the females. Nice pink Turkish delight there, flake or soft and gentle kind of things, Bounty with coconut. One of my favourites is fried chocolate cream. Now I would have that. And you've got Aero down there, Galaxy, Dairy Milk. And this one over here I haven't seen before. It's by Nestle, but it's Violet Crumble. Now that's definitely a name for a sort of female one, but I don't think they do this as much anymore, thank goodness, because chocolate's chocolate. It doesn't matter what it's packaged in. We sort of rip it open, and if you like it, you like it. It doesn't matter if it's what the packaging's like, it's what's inside to me that matters. Okay, so this one though is definitely bars packaged to attract children. So you've got animal bars, Milky Bar, Curly Whirly, Chomp, Kinder Bueno, Milky Way, and there's a new one up here that I've not seen. It says Drumstick Chocolate, so I haven't seen that, to be honest. I don't know if you guys have, but I certainly haven't. Now they're all done to attract. I actually like Milky Bar on here. If I had to choose, I'd go for a Milky Bar. I like them, so I'm sure lots of people do. Okay, anyway, I'm showing you these because we're going to do something on chocolate. You're going to invent your own chocolate bar, so that should be fun. So Willy Wonka is running a competition to see who can design the best new chocolate bar. So today you're going to design a new chocolate bar. So you'll need to think of the following things. So the name of your new chocolate bar, and you've got to draw your new chocolate bar. You've got to think of the packaging of your chocolate bar and the labelling of your chocolate bar. So you need to use exciting verbs and adjectives to describe your chocolate bar. So remember, your verbs is your doing word, your adjectives, your describing words. So you're going to make... Now, I tried to draw one on here, but it was useless, so I went off and did my own one. This one I come up with. This is called Cloud 9. Now, I've called it Cloud 9, and I've drawn 9 little clouds, and it was just a fluke, basically, that Cloud 9 fitted actually in the 9 little clouds. So I wanted to make them soft and fluffy, and then I needed to think, well, okay, I'm calling it Cloud 9 chocolate bar, but what's inside it? I wanted it to represent kind of why I'd called it Cloud 9, and clouds are soft, fluffy. So I put inside, so my name of my chocolate bar is New Cloud 9 Chocolate Bar. Delicious, soft, creamy marshmallow, covered in silky, creamy milk chocolate, designed to tantalise your taste buds. No, I've put creamy marshmallow inside mine because that would remind me of the fluffy soft clouds. So I've designed my chocolate bar. I've chosen my name around my design, basically. If I'd have made a different chocolate bar, which I'll show you that I have done a different one, I've worded the name. You've got to have the name to go with what your chocolate bar is, you know. Let's have a look at the next one. This one is a wizard bar. I tried to do it in the shape of a kind of wizard wand, really, with the wizard's hat on the end. So it's my wizard bar. And inside my wizard bar, I thought I would put popping candy, because it's quite cold. It just fires about everywhere, like I think stars would if you shook a wizard wand, and it sort of quite jumps around. It's a bit of a surprise, really. So it's exploding, spellbinding popping candy covered in magical milk chocolate, designed to give you a mystical experience. So that was obviously designed more around children, that they could have a wizard bar, definitely go in the shop and they can play with it as a wand until, obviously if it's chocolate, it's going to break, but before they eat it. So that was my wizard bar. So have a think about what you could have in your chocolate bar, and then put the name around that, rather than think of a name first. Or you can think of a name first, but try and incorporate in that name the things in your chocolate bar so that it matches the name, kind of thing. Okay, so you're going to have a sheet after this. So you're going to look at the sheet opposite. You need to write down some exciting verbs and adjectives. Be careful with the noun column, as a noun can also be a verb. So, for example, melt is a noun, bar. If you said melting, it could be used, what are we doing? We're melting. It could be used as a verb. So if you find this column confusing, then just do verbs and adjectives. Remember, verbs are doing words and adjectives are describing words. So this sheet opposite is to draw your packaging on. Make sure you write the name of your chocolate bar and a short description of it. Look back at the ones I have completed. So that one, I've done it. I've done a short description describing it, what it's going to taste like, and my wizard bar. Okay, so you can look back on this. So I will post the last two sheets separately to you. So I can't wait to see, chocolate bars. Who knows? Willy Wonka. Who's going to win Willy Wonka's competition? So over to you, and enjoy doing this, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.